everybody, how you doing today? It's a new day, it's a fresh day. I hope you're up, shaking and baking. So I always say that all my guests in the Powerful Podcast are phenomenal and amazing people. Somebody once asked me, Paul, how do you get these important people to come on the podcast? Maybe I'm going to do a podcasting class later on. So I saw this gentleman on the internet. His name is Ajah XL. He's the founder of a media business, really. SMFEST, Social Media Fest. And I've seen how they've grown. And I'm in the media business. I was like, no, I need to talk to this gentleman. He's doing some fantastic things, some amazing things. And I think his story will inspire a lot of people. He's resilient, he's hardworking. My God, the guy's a networker. So hey, Mr. Ajah XL, welcome to the podcast. How are you doing, bro?
I'm very well. Thank you so much, Mr. Paul. I'm super happy to be on the show this afternoon. Thank you for having me.
Well, can I tell you a fun fact? I used to stay at a place called Ajah in Lagos.
People have told me whether you're the Prince of Ajah. I said no. Nothing concerns my name and the location called Ajah.
Yeah, I used to live there.
Oh, great.
I used to live there. So welcome. Welcome
Thank
to the
you so
podcast,
much.
bro.
Thank you.
So
Thank
before
you.
we kick things off deeply, you want to tell the audience a little bit about why you started SM Fest, your background story. Because I really like that when you told me, because I want them to hear it. It's a situation of where if they don't come to you, you're going to build your own bridge.
Yeah.
So tell us about that story.
The thing is, over time, I have been able to build products based on challenges. You know, where I see a challenge, I begin to see a solution or a product. So, as a matter of fact, the brand SM First, as I shared with you, was as a result of myself and my team trying to apply to host an event called Social Media Week in our region and location. But we made the application and waited for almost 2 months, and we weren't getting any approvals or any sort of responses from the team involved. So my team said, why don't we float our own brand? And that was how we sat down together, branded our own event and called it SM Fest. So, and today it's 4 years already and going to the 5th year of the brand. And it's been really an awesome journey for myself and the team, knowing that what we sat down to create have become a national sensation, you know. Yes.
It is. It's truly a national sensation. Like, so one of the questions I always ask guests when they come, because hey, I have a serious bias for sales and marketing. Mr. Ajah, if you had to do it all over again, what is the one skill you would master first and why?
Yeah,
Did you
if
get
I
that?
have to do this
All
all
over
over
again.
again, yeah.
Yes. What is the
One
one
of the
skill
skills.
you would master and why?
Okay, certainly it's going to be the skill of actually marketing. Yes. Yes, I do. I can actually market. I can actually inspire a team and get them to get things done. Yeah. But sometimes I just feel I shouldn't be selling my stuff. Maybe that kind of feeling that you have some value, but you're thinking, why should I be selling for money and all of that? But I see some people who have less than what I have, and they are actually marketing it every day shamelessly. So if I'm able to draw back,
I like that.
I would want to go back there and learn how to market vigorously whatever it is that I call value that I generate, and that is why. Yes.
Fantastic. So at the moment, as a nation, Nigeria, we are going through economic challenges. And in the midst of all of that, you are still pushing your conference. You are sold out. You get endorsements. You get sponsors. What do you have to say to somebody listening to us right now on how to sell during tough times?
As a matter of fact, whether it is tough time or easy times, right? Products that have value, that are excellent in the value that they give, will always sell at any point in time, whether it is a tough time or the easy time. People will say, "Oh, people are not buying. Oh, people are not buying." Once you have value, people even come to locate you in the desert and pay for your value. And that's where I want to say, in the downturn, those who have the best of values actually are the ones who make the most money, because people want to ask themselves, why am I paying for this at this time? Why should I pay for this? So people will start looking into your product or your service or whatever it is that you're offering to know the exact value they are going to get, because at a tough time, everybody counts their money to be sure that whatever they are exchanging that money for is going to be valuable to them, right? So in the tough times like this in Nigeria, anybody who portrays excellence in whatever they do, we actually sell out. And that is what we do at SMFEST. Our event is beyond just an event. We create the event in an excellent way, and people want to associate themselves with such kind of stuff, yeah. And that is what can happen to anybody in any industry, in any field, any product, any service. At any time, those who have decided to pursue excellence in their products or services will always sell out, whether it is difficult time or easy time. And the fact is that in the 21st century, everybody is producing products. Everybody is offering a service. The divider of those who will constantly sell out their product or service is the line called excellence. I don't know if you get a point. And that is what myself and my team have been trying into our event called the SMFEST. So taking the SMFEST as an example to any other industry, it's excellence being the baseline. And I always say, once you pursue excellence, success will become a default. If you pursue excellence, success becomes a default. That's for me what drives the brand SMFEST. And that is what has also attracted the kind of partners, sponsors, volunteers that we have in our project. Yeah.
Wow, that's very powerful. I mean, because when you've been talking, right, I've been seeing a common theme here. You keep talking about your team, and now I just heard the word volunteers again. How do you inspire possibilities in people that you're not paying? Because your volunteers, you're not paying them. I've seen your videos. I see the way they welcome your guests. They come to the airport, they line up, they make your guests feel like celebrities. I've seen all of that in researching you. So how do you inspire greatness in young Gen Z people that are very selfish, very self-centered? They want to build their own personal brands. What do you say to them? How do you recruit them? How do you keep them fired up? What do you do, bro?
Truth be told, yeah. As a matter of fact, it's difficult to get people to be a part of something that you're not paying them for. If they are going to be part of that,
yeah,
there must be something higher than them that they are seeking, right? So as such, in my journey, I came across this subject called octalysis. So in octalysis, there was one gamification part of it that is called a strategy for which people seek to be part of things they cannot on their own be able to do, right? So in the team, the volunteering team, we've also created the platform to be attractive. You want to be a part of something big. We want to be part of something that everybody's talking about. So in the beginning of the project, we have to ensure that we're able to infuse, whether it is money, branding, create an event, an experience that everybody wants to be a part of, right? And we don't just do the event. We tell the stories from the day of conception to the day of event, and even after the event, post-event. So those stories, people see how those who maybe didn't have any skills came into the project of SMFest, and by the time they are done, they have become great graphic designers, they become great team leads, they become video editors, they are getting jobs because they were part of the project. So others who also dreaming to have such results have no other option than to say, hey, I want to be part of your volunteer. The fact is that we make release of volunteering, we release our volunteering offers. I don't know if you can still hear me. We release our volunteering.
Yes, loud and clear.
Yeah, we release our volunteering opportunities to our community. And within 24 to 48 hours, we're having close to 500 applications. People want to be part of the project. So we are the ones that now begin to do interview. We actually do interviews. We group them and do interviews before you join.
For people that you're not paying, for people that you're not even paying.
So we've branded the project, and people see that those who came into the project at the end of it in every year, they get better and they have testimonies, right? So there are a lot of evidences to that. There are people who came into the project, they got employment, and they shared their story. It was at SMFest, volunteering for SMFest, they got a co-founder for their project. Some of them at the project, at the volunteering experience, they even found their life partners. Like, our tagline at SMFest is
they found love, man.
Yes, of course. It happens. So our tagline says connect, innovate, and grow. So when we say connect, it's not just about connecting based on business. People actually find their life partners. They find love at SMFest. And we have more than 5 young people who have gotten married because they met themselves at SMFest. Yes.
Oh my God.
Okay, so the thing is this. Like my sister-in-law got married to an SMFest volunteer who the both of them were team leads. And from being SMFest volunteers, they are married today. So that is what it is.
Oh my God.
As a matter of fact, beyond that side, a lot of people, because we also have very experienced people in different spheres, lead different teams. Mm-hmm. So those who come under them are guided. They are taught. They are trained. So, and again, beyond volunteering for SMFest, you get training. We actually have trainings virtually every meeting that we have. So people get to become better volunteering at SMFest. And I have told the team also that at a time, having an SMFest volunteer certificate will make a way for you. Yes, of course. We were branding the project at that level. Okay. One of my volunteers got a project management job. Well, how did he get that? He applied and said he actually was an assistant project manager for SMFest. And the person who was looking out for him said, if you could be an assistant project manager to execute an SMFest, then you must be very good. And they gave him the job. So such testimonies,
I like that.
Such testimonies bring people to say, I want to be a part of this. And that is a lot of inspiration. If I show up at an SMFest meeting, I inspire and I motivate to the roof. So that's it.
That's fine. Great. All right, so what keeps you up at night? What are some of the challenges of running a business in an economic time like this, with AI on the rise, with virtual conferences that are your competitors, you did get that? With marketing budget shrinking, all right, what keeps you up at night?
Truth be told, I've seen the SMFEST brand and the other things that I do. SMFEST is just one out of the things that I do, yeah?
What else do you do, if you want to share with everybody so that people know, and how can they patronize you? What else do you do?
Okay, aside SMFEST, I actually run a tech blog, yes, that reports, that helps tell African startup stories, siliconafrica.org. That's the blog that I run. Yes, it tells African startup stories.
I'm gonna put it in the show notes. Yeah.
Okay. So on the Silicon Africa team, we also develop some kind of products. Yeah, people can also leverage. Like, because we're doing SM Fest, we wanted to actually publicize the event and make it go viral. So we had to create a platform that people can use to make events go viral. It's called Pika.co. So that was a solution that was vetted while we were trying to find how we can help our SM Fest go viral on its own. So we created Pika.co. Currently, events, churches, different people use the platform to viral their events. Pika.co. So, and I have a team of bloggers who I work with. I also run a scholarship blog called World Scholarship Forum. It's a big blog. Have visitors from all over the world. So those are the things that I do. And at every point in time, I'm working hard and trying to see how myself and my team can help also put Africa on the global map of tech innovation using some of our solutions. So my team also developed a freelance platform called Writers Geek for writers. Because I run a blog, and we want to actually expand our office beyond our physical location. So my team, we developed a freelance platform where we could get writers from all over the world work with us. It's called writersgeek.com. So on the platform, we have over 25,000 writers who go there, find jobs, and people who buy content from them on the platform. So that's what I do. So my company actually is Silicon Africa Technologies. So, but SMFEST is one of the products that our team launched out there. So, so that's it. All of these solutions that we are working on actually keep me awake at night, trying to see that we stay afloat, all the time.
Very good. Now, from your experience of working with small businesses, mid-sized and even large companies, a lot of small businesses come for your events and you observe them. What do you think are some of you go like, these guys are making a lot of marketing mistakes and sales mistakes. What are those sales mistakes, and how do you think they can overcome those sales and marketing mistakes to help them scale their businesses to the global world?
Okay, I think one of the major challenges I feel small businesses and even big brands actually have is not being able to leverage the power of social media. Like, some people are not yet getting it. They don't know the capacity, the endless possibilities that the social media gives you a space to start a business in your room and compete with the global brands out there. But most times, the challenges these businesses have is that I think it's a wrong perception, it's a wrong notion, thinking that doing business online is free. Like, you don't have to spend any money. When they hear it's online, they feel it's something you just use your phone and there will be no money involved in it. So many of them don't have ad budget. Many of them want to grow organically. So I feel you can't show up on social media and nobody knows you yet, and you want to use organic means to begin to drive your marketing. You want to spend some good money. You want to put some ad budget into it, leveraging the power of social media, right? With social media, you could actually make some kind of targeting that those who are within your environment will be wondering, how are you getting sales? They wouldn't know that while right in your room, your marketing your business to those in Lagos, in Abuja, even in the UK, it's a function of you targeting the location that you feel people can buy from you. And the thing is, the power of social media has made it that you could distill the targeting to be so specific that you could choose a particular age, particular sex, particular location, and even in places where there is data, a lot of data, you could target as much as people who earn a certain amount of money. So you could even target those who are using a particular kind of device. So with such, I feel some small businesses are not yet doing this. If they understand this, then anybody can grow a business from their quarters to a global brand. So I feel and that's what we're also trying to do at the SMFEST. We're trying to teach these businesses and brands how to leverage the power of technology, social media, and innovation to blow up their brand and have access to the global market. So I feel that is one of the challenges where I know many of them feel once it's online, I shouldn't spend money. I said no, if it's online, the same way you are able to pay for a shop, pay for a billboard, which is static and not dynamic, that is how you'll be able to make an ad budget for your online marketing. And if you're able to get it right, that is where you can say, while I'm asleep, my money is working and marketing my business for me.
Great, fantastic. So, which are some of the businesses in Nigeria or even in Africa that you look at, and you go like, these guys, they get it. They just get it. In the UK, I know it's Revolut. They understand it. They get it. So which are some of those brands that you look at? They get it.
Okay, most of the people,
or even personal brands, so people can learn from them.
Okay, this I've brought John Obidi to my platform a number of times. He's one guy that understands what I've just shared. He's the one that he is an advocate of. Don't wait to grow organically, right? Once you get on any platform, understand how their advertising works and leverage that to grow your brand. So that is what I expect for any kind of business. Once you get on any platform, go check out how the advertising works and leverage that to grow your brand. So someone like John Obidi he's growing a personal brand, and I know he's doing that and doing that very, very well. And I've also seen I don't know. There are these hotels. I don't know if it is just me they are targeting, but these guys are in my face every now and then. And most times, if someone targets you like that, even if you don't want to buy from them, you want to go check them out. What can I do with these people? And that is what most businesses are not doing. If you are able to keep showing up, one day somebody who doesn't know that they need your service will now start considering your service. And one thing about marketing that I've also understood is that most people may not know that they need your service. You are the one to let them know that they need your service. And that will happen if you have a strong marketing skill and how to use social media and the internet to tell them. They don't know that they need this your service you have, this value that you have. So create the value and go educate them on the reason why they need this service. So anybody who is doing that will certainly get it right. And some of these hotels that I've mentioned, I see the Hiltons every now and then. They are on my, and I think they are doing that through bookings, bookings.com. Bookings.com, they I don't know, they've messed me up with advertising here and there. So
maybe they are targeting because you do events, so they want to lodge your guests at your conference in their hotels.
Maybe.
How many people did you have on the last SMFest? How many attendees did you get?
Okay, at the last event, we had approximately 1,900 plus
That's
participants.
a lot of people.
Yeah,
That's a
that,
lot of people.
it
That's a
is.
lot of people.
It is actually. It is
That is a
actually.
lot of human beings.
At a time, we
Anybody
even
that can
lost.
pull that off, that's serious.
At a time, our hall got so packed, people were standing, and all of that. So it was really, the team did a lot of work this time around as well. You know, in
Wow.
both branding,
So
promotion,
powerful.
stuff like that. Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, fantastic, man. As we begin to wrap things up, I just want to ask some fire questions. What are some of the books or podcasts that have really, really inspired, your marketing and sales journey? I'd like to know that. When I ask, when I ask different guests, I get different ones. Speaking of John was on the podcast. When I asked him that question, he called the Naval Ravikant's book, The Almanac of Naval Ravikant. That's a very good book. So I don't know what it is for you. What books or podcasts has really, really inspired you?
Okay, I listen a lot to Brian Tracy. Yeah, a lot of
Oh,
Brian
very good. That's an
Tracy's
OG. That's an
content.
OG.
Yeah, he does a lot on. He talks about sales. He talks about time management. I listen a lot to Brian Tracy. So sometimes going to the gym, I go out with Brian Tracy's recording. You know, so a lot of his works actually inspire me to be much more efficient. And I think there is a book he did, 100 Irrefutable Laws of Marketing and Sales. So I think I don't know if I can get the title correctly, but that book also is one that I have also listened to both audio wise and I have a paperback as well. So Brian Tracy is one guy who I listen to a lot. And there is also one book that not marketing, but at any time it is timeless, evergreen. Anytime I read it, I want to read it again and again. The Richest Man in Babylon. That book is like a classic. Every now and then, I want to read it again because it is one book that tells you beyond making the money, how you can keep the money and grow the money and all of that.
Wow. Wow. This has been a fascinating conversation, Mr. Excel. Um, what's the advice you would give to someone that perhaps will say, okay, I want to start an event business as well.
Okay.
Maybe I want to start it virtually or physically. Or even entrepreneurs. What one or two advice will you give to them on their journey?
One of the things I would say to anyone who is starting an event is it's not going to be easy because if it was easy, everybody would be doing it and killing it as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the thing is, starting out, you have to actually have a team. That's one of the first things first. If you're going to be doing an event, because event has a lot of moving parts, and as
A
such,
lot.
you need different
A lot.
people to be able to man different areas. Your eyes may not be everywhere. You might just wake up and you notice that the main thing have not been tossed and it's never occurred to you. So it is a team, somebody who is managing this area and that area that will be able to cover up here and there. So that is one of the things first. If you are going to launch out any event, you have to get a team together. The team have a core team. Then, like in the SMFEST, we have a core team. The one that these are like my team members who get paid to be at the SMFEST. Then we have an executive volunteering team before we have the other volunteers. So that helps us to be able to, because you can't remember everything. There is a whole lot of
No, it's
components of
impossible.
so
It's impossible.
you have to have a team. And again, it's a function of those who succeed in both any level of entrepreneurship must have grit. Grit is one of the things you must have because It's not going to be easy. You know, it is you in the midst of the challenges, in the midst of the things that look like cannot be done, keeping hold on the vision, pressing hard on it until it becomes what every other person wants to identify with. You know, so you have to be that strong, because in the midst of challenges, some people will give up, but those who have developed that capacity, you know, will be able to scale through. And again, I will also say to every entrepreneur who is trying out one or two things, you must have to learn to celebrate your small wins. It mustn't be as big as the other person's kind of stuff. You know, someone who wants to start a podcast wants to have your level of audience. They don't know what you have put in to have developed the powerful brand to what it is right now. You know, it is, you could just decide tomorrow to start something new, and somebody who sees how you started this stuff would be like, oh, if Paul is doing it, I'm gonna do it. It's not about if Paul is this, I'm gonna do it. There is a credential you have that is giving you the capacity to go into something new, knowing that if I have done this one before and passed and scaled through, I can do this one. But such a person may not have it, and they feel it is by, you know, if you can do it, I can do it. No. You want to know what is backing this person. Like when we started SMFEST, when I told the team, this is what we're going to do, some of them were scared, they wouldn't believe. But because I have done things in the past, grown stuff from zero to, you could prophesy the next thing you want to do. And when what you said in the beginning happened later in the journey, their confidence is built. So when you now say this is what we're going to do, people pick it up. And they're like, last year Mr. Excel said this and it happened. So if he says this one, it's really going to happen. But all of this come from the past wins, the things you have attempted, the small stuff you've been able to do and do very well. So those things form a credential you use to attack the next thing you want to do. So entrepreneurs who are trying to start out, hey, look back. Start from where you are. The small things you can do now, do it and do them very well. They will form the building blocks for the big things you're going to do in the future.
This is such a powerful. I mean, I started my life selling recharge card on Emekuku Street in Port Harcourt.
Oh.
I was hawking recharge card. I used to go to Lagos to Latana bookstore, buy books, go to Aba in Area Market, buy books, and then I was selling the books from door to door to bankers in Port Harcourt.
You see?
And I will be telling them that I will train all of you. Today, there is no bank in Nigeria that I have not done sales training for.
You see?
If I just finished some work with Zenith Bank virtually, I didn't even travel to Lagos. I trained Zenith Bank staff for like 2 months with crazy results.
Wow.
So everybody has a backstory.
So someone now will see Paul right now and be like, I'm going to do what he's doing. They didn't know that you have built a background that is, you know, if you look back, you see this next thing you want to do and be like, this is just
this is 17 years, man.
You see?
This is 17 years, man. Thank you so much, Ajah. Where do people get to follow you on social media? What's your handle? Can you say it? I'm going to put it in the show notes as well anyway. What's your handle?
Okay. At Ajah Excel on Facebook. I do a lot of Facebook.
At Ajah Excel. Great.
Yes, I do a lot of Facebooking. On Instagram, I also am active on LinkedIn. Yeah, Ajah Excel. On Instagram, Ajah Excel. Then for the SMFEST, for those who listen to this podcast, I want to know what SMFEST is about. If you go to Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, at SMFEST, just search for SMFEST, you will see we have a large following on Facebook. Yes.
This is so powerful. This is so powerful.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed my conversation with you.
Thank you.
So guys, if you're listening to this on Spotify, please click on the subscribe button. On YouTube, subscribe button. On Apple Podcast, listen to the click the plus sign, which is a follow button, and leave a comment. Let's tell Mr. Ajah how much we enjoyed his episode. So Ajah, I'm going to stop the recording now with just a little bit. And this episode is going to come out on Monday.
Okay.